Here we are in Pondicherry, a coastal town south of Chennai in India. We've come here to visit the Kalki project that we have been supporting for the past 2 years. Kalki is a grassroots charity that runs a drop-in centre, night shelter and training courses for street and slum living children in Pondicherry. They're a young, dynamic local organisation that is providing wonderful help to their community. They are supported in the work they do by Hong Kong-based ADM Capital Foundation, who are also here with us. Our group consists of 5 members of New Day and 9 volunteers from Linklaters. Linklaters are our co-sponsors on the Kalki project. The drop-in centre is a thriving and bustling environment on the Rue du Petit Canal in the centre of town. Up to 250 children come here every day for care, shelter, food, a shower, and all kinds of classes and informal education. They have a lot of fun too. The Kalki coordinator Alberto Cremonesi and his staff introduce us to the children and explain how the centre runs and the programs it operates. We are particularly moved when we meet the mothers who bring their children to the centre. Their stories of life on the streets are humbling, and their gratitude for the space and opportunity Kalki gives their children is very touching. All the volunteers on this trip from New Day and Linklaters are here because we want to learn about the girls we are helping. Where do their families live? How do they survive? How can they lift themselves out of poverty and create a better life? Francesco Caruso from ADM Capital Foundation and Kalki staff members like Amala and John take us on a journey from family to family in the streets and to a slum on the edge of a rubbish dump where the Kalki Mobile Library visits once a week to share books and play with the children.
They've been great partners. They understood exactly what we are doing and why we're doing it. And together I think we've had a very good impact. Since Kalki is in its early stages, financial contributions are quite critical, and as I always say, when donors come in at the very beginning of an organization, the impact they have is immense. In many terms, in terms of securing staff, in terms of providing good standard of services to children, but also in terms of the organization feeling safe, feeling that there is support abroad and that they are not alone.
The next morning we make our way to the night shelter, the focus of our visit and where the work and activities will begin. This is where those girls who have nowhere safe to go when they leave the drop-in centre in the evenings come to spend the night. The shelter is on a peaceful piece of land just out of town, and there's plenty of space for the girls to run around and play. Up to 35 girls at any given time stay in the shelter. After meeting the girls, the volunteer team surveys the inside of the building and the paintwork begins. Outside on the veranda and in the garden, many of us enjoy the dancing, games and art activities that we have planned. This is the essence of what New Day stands for and what we had envisaged when it was founded. Funding a grassroots charity like Kalki through a targeted donation of both money and time. Individuals giving through New Day in a meaningful way and being rewarded with an experience like this.
Last 2 days we've been painting, as you can tell, and we've been visiting with the children, with this one, and going out and having a look at all the different places where the kids grow up and finding out more about their situations. I really like this type of setup where, you know, it's kind of local people helping local people and identifying for themselves the people who are vulnerable within the community and really need assistance. trying to, rather than almost taking them out of their situation, they're keeping them in their situation and helping them deal with, you know, rather than just throwing things at them, you know, throwing them aid, throwing them food or whatever. They're actually trying to treat the issues that they've gone through, and they really care about the children themselves and making sure that they kind of grow up into whole people as much as they can and can make the most of their lives, which they otherwise probably wouldn't have been able to. So. I think it's a lot more transparent and accountable. You know, I think you can get to know the people who are involved and actually see for yourselves how passionate they are and how interested they are in making what they're doing a success.
My name is Gayatri.